What's up, guys? This is Chris here, and today we've got something pretty sweet for you. We've got something I've been waiting quite a while for. This is the Phoenix Redback Ultralight. Now, if you guys are familiar with the channel, you know we had the standard Phoenix Redback on the channel a little while ago, and as much as I loved it, I did wish I could get a double single action version with an aluminum frame. Hard luck, right? Hard to believe that that actually exists, and I have it in front of me. It just took a really long time for me to get it. I've been trying to find an aluminum frame variant of a CZ75 gun for a really long time. I like the ergonomics of the CZ75 an awful lot. I like how it shoots. I like the controls. I like everything about it. I've always wanted a lighter weight framed version of that gun. On top of that, this is not a CZ. This is made by Phoenix, and Phoenix used to be Chris. They used to make guns like the Sphinx, things like that. Now they make these really high-end competition pistols like this particular gun right here. So this is basically a CZ75 decked out as much as possible. It has an aluminum frame. As you can see, it's got checkering on either side, so you can run your thumb. You can drive with your thumb, which is really nice. Checkering up on the top of the slide there, serration on the top of the slide, a red fiber optic with a blacked out rear if you choose, or an optic. I have a 2.5 Trijicon SRO on there, and that's my preferred optic. We have some lock grips on the bottom here. We have 25 lines per inch checkering on either side, extended magazine release, extended ambi safety, and overall that super awesome Swiss-made performance. This thing locks up and slides like you wouldn't believe. It's like if Atlas made a CZ. Like, this is really impressive in my opinion. I've been wanting to get my hands on one for quite a while. The trigger weight is around 2.5 pounds, 3 pounds single action. The reset is very light and short. Not quite as short as my CZ Shadow 2. However, the trigger is just as good. Now, you have to remember my CZ Shadow 2 was done by CZ Custom. So the price of that gun and this gun are on par with each other. They're around $3,000. Very expensive, don't get me wrong. But in my personal opinion, worth every penny. We got a full Picatinny rail on the bottom there, and it is double single action. So it is in fact legal in USPSA carry optics, which is exactly why I got this gun. Now, I do have these super awesome lock grips on here, but I do wish lock grips would make the palm swell bogeys. So if you could, if you like the channel, please email Lock Grips and tell them to start production of palm swell bogeys on a Phoenix Redback for an unknown YouTuber with a big red beard who really wants those. They said they don't make them, but come on. But anyway, it's got the competition hammer on the back there that's super smooth, and you can fan it like a 6 gun if you want to. No, I'm just kidding. You can pop it from double action first pull, and then if the slide cycles, you can then go to single action, or if you decide to draw and go to single action, you can have that nice 2.5 pound trigger pull right away if you so choose. What I'm interested to see is if this gun will control the recoil as good as the steel version. Now, you have to remember this version is only around 32 ounces with a 4.5 inch barrel, which is considerably lighter and about 0.1 inch shorter than a standard CZ75. And I wonder if that's going to equate to a little bit more recoil, a little bit less. I wonder if the transition speed and the draw speed, you're going to get increased draw speed and increased transition speed with a lighter gun. However, it's not going to be as stable for accuracy and recoil reduction or recoil control because it's lighter. So I'm interested to see which one I like better. If I like the heavier one better, or if I like the lighter one better. Now, one thing you can say for sure is the lighter one is obviously more practical for a real life situation, whether that be concealed carry or just an overall duty gun. This gun would flex into that really well, especially considering it's got that 7.5 pound double action pull off the top. You really could carry this with no real issues, and you would have quite the phenomenal carry gun in my opinion. That being said, I have not shot this gun yet, but I'm betting that it's going to be accurate and hopefully it's going to be reliable. The other one was extremely reliable, and then obviously CZ75s are extremely reliable as well. So I'm very excited about the gun. I went way on a giant rant there, sorry about that, but I do want to thank Attic Imports up in North Dakota there for sending this down for me to review. I really really appreciate that because these guns are very expensive. And I also want to thank the patron supporters for supporting me with the ammunition. You guys have been awesome lately. I really appreciate that. If you want to support the channel, it's the best way to do it. It's a link in the description down below. And then finally, there's a link to a local shelter in Ames, Iowa. I really appreciate that you guys support that. We get some letters every once in a while letting us know how much you guys support that, and that means a lot to me, so thank you. Please click the link in the description, go down to the donate page, and donate to those kids. Let's go shoot this bitch. All right, let's go down and check that 3-shot group. It's low, but it's pretty good considering, I don't know what we're at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.5 yards. Group's all touching for my first 3-shot group. That's pretty good.
That is good, baby.
Never with the gun. I haven't shot in a while either, so I'm pretty happy with that. We're gonna move that up.
Okay.
It's out of battery. What the fuck is going on? Let's check that one out. I knew it.
You pulled the first one?
No, I pulled the last one. So I saw that. I went 1 and 2 right on top of each other at 10 yards.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, that's going to be the best group ever. And fuck. I did it again. I pulled the third one.
You need to believe in yourself.
Right?
Oh, dang it.
We're right on top of each other again.
Oh, no.
Pulled the third one high. That's funny.
That's still a really good group.
That's a really good gun so far.
Okay.
All right, we'll try a 25 yarder. I don't know if I'm quite up to the task.
It did the thing.
Oh, it got locked out, yeah. That's not good. I'll shoot a 5-shot group. So one thing I've noticed, it does have a little bit more recoil than the standard Redback, and the other thing I've noticed is with this cheap remanufactured ammo that I was hoping it would run, because I have like 10,000, 12,000 rounds of Phoenix ammunition that I don't recommend, but I was buying it in surplus for so long because it was good ammo that when we had the kind of the lapse of quality there in 2021 and 2022, I ended up buying a bunch that doesn't work very well, and we're trying to run it through this because it runs in my shadow. But we've already had two little bobbles where it didn't lock up all the way. My buddy Eric over at Attic, he already shot this. He said he didn't have any problems. So we're gonna switch the ammunition and just see if the ammo's a problem. Because honestly, it usually is. I was just kind of hoping that it would run it, and maybe eventually it will as well. Because my Shadow 2 has a lot of rounds, enough to not even remember how many rounds it has on it. And this is a brand new gun, so we'll break it in as we go. Let's go check that 25-yard group. Holy shit. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably one of the best 25-yard groups I've ever shot. Wow, it's a really, really accurate gun, even with cheap ammo. All right, so I got one more mag full of this stuff. One or two. Oh my God, yeah, I wonder. Won't even load into the chamber. Trash ass ammo, most likely. I hope that's the case. All right, we're gonna have to change the ammo. Wow. And it's stuck. I gotta tell you, with the 147 grain, the hot stuff, we got it to chamber, not my weaker 115 grain competition stuff. With the 147 grain, it ran well, but it's got a good bit of recoil, to be honest. I'm surprised. It was jumping on my hand. Really does like 115 better, it looks like. Holy shit. Yeah, it's the ammo. Because it didn't have any problems before, and I tried to reload it in there and it's stuck again. What a nightmare. Fucking Phoenix. Alright, so we went back in the house, we dumped all the ammunition out of the mags. By the way, they do take CZ75 mags. This is actually a CZ75 base plate. I mean, they take Redback mags because it comes with 6 mags. I'm not using CZ mags, but they are CZ patterned. And I even did put a CZ75 base plate on this bad boy, as per Eric over there at Attic told me I could do that. So we're gonna load it up with new ammo here, the Ultra Target in range there, and we'll see how we do. Because I don't think I'm hoping it's not a gun issue. I'm hoping it's an ammunition issue. It's unbelievably accurate, though, I'll tell you that. See if I can get that 12-inch plate. I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Off to the right. There we go. 6-inch plate. That's a pretty tall order for, what are we at here, 90, 95 yards. That's a, I don't even know what to say about that. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Shit, we'll try the dueling tree. Well, it ran all that ammo just fine, so I think it's just an ammunition issue, which I kind of expected for a gun that's this expensive. All right, so now we loaded that same mag up with a Gila here, 115 grain full metal jacket, and we'll try that out. We're just gonna go through some ammunition here and just see how it works. And we're also gonna be shooting this at 95 yards too, because why not? That actually runs really well, and the recoil feels really good on this too. All right, let's see if we can get another 12-inch plate there. Off to the left.
We're out.
But no problems. No problems feeding.
It looked like it ran that really well.
Yeah, it ran it really well. It likes that ammo for sure. Hey, look at that. It likes not shitty ammo. What a surprise. All right, so my first impressions of the Phoenix Redback Ultralight are mixed, I have to say. First off, I had some high expectations for this gun. I mean, for real, like really high. Like I thought it was gonna be like the one gun to rule them all. I was excited. I wanted to shoot this in every USPSA competition, and I was gonna just rock the shit out of this. And now I'm still pretty excited. But you have to understand, if you're way up here and you even come down a little bit, it's kind of a drag. The gun shot really well. One of the most accurate guns I've ever shot, no question about that. 6-inch plate at 90-ish yards is incredible, especially with the ammunition that we were shooting. Every target that I wanted to hit, even at that distance, was not difficult, and that's saying a lot considering the past few guns I've been shooting. Even one gun that we reviewed recently, I had trouble hitting at 50 yards, had an IPSC target, and this I can shoot a 6-inch plate at 90 yards. Different day, different time, I get that, but trust me, the ergonomics, the trigger, and obviously my favorite optic doesn't hurt either. I wish the grips were a little bit bigger. I wish it had the same grip as my Shadow 2. However, not a big deal. It just has a little bit less aftermarket accessories than the Shadow 2 will, and sadly, it doesn't fit in Shadow 2 holsters. I tried. But other than that, the gun's pretty excellent. It is lightweight. It does transition fast, it does draw fast, and it does reload pretty quickly as well due to the included mag well and the extended magazine release. We didn't try that here, but I did do a lot of dry fire practice last night. Test that out with my CZ75 belt system. Even though it doesn't work with the holsters, the mags do work in the magazine pouches, so that is really nice. The recoil impulse is not the same as a Shadow 2, and that makes sense, right? Because this is 32 ounces, Shadow 2 is 45 ounces, and then the Redback's even heavier than that, the standard Redback. So this ultralight, you are getting an ultralight platform. You're getting an aluminum grip with an aluminum frame, and then a steel slide. So keep that in mind. I would say the recoil is probably on par with something like a CZ-P09, which makes a lot of sense because it is essentially a polymer version of the CZ75 series as well. So overall, I like the gun a lot. Is it the absolute best gun I've ever shot? No, but it's pretty damn close. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.